Welcome in everyone to Sparkle Haven at Crystal Cove. My name is Lazy Retired Granny and I will be your hostess for about the next hour while we sit in diamond paint and gab. Beside me I have my hot caffeinated breakfast blend coffee with French vanilla creamer, and underneath the wax lamp we have, get my readers on, salty sea air and toasted marshmallow and graham cracker. These come in a 6-pack. I did put 2 underneath the wax lamp. So I will see what the aroma is of these. And those are from my diamond daughter, Rebecca. And yeah, I am doing my Nicky Boehme. Let me get the picture out here. Victorian Christmas Village. This is how I imagine our village at Christmas time. Isn't that beautiful? And it is 100 by 70 centimeters, 46 colors with 1 AB. And this was a custom from Dreamer Designs that my diamond daughter, Julius, gifted me. Yeah. And as you can see, I haven't done, well, I've done a little bit. Let me move this because I'm doing this upper part now. But I have done a little bit down here. So this is the square that I'm working on, and actually I did take off some of the cover sheet, and so this is the square that I'm doing. So with that said, I'm using this pen, which is very pretty, which matches the blue, and I have a blue tray that matches that blue. It's working out pretty good, even though it's blue on blue. And I am using the wax from Dreamer Design, which is the purple wax, and the Elizabeth Ward knockoff trays. So let me turn on my light here. I'm now working up in this top part. Let me take a sip of coffee. The canvas is at a weird angle, so I'm still trying to figure out how to adjust everything with it being so large. I do think, I hope I didn't lie, but I think this is the biggest canvas I've ever done. It is square drills. Yeah, I am so excited that I finally get to lay down drills on it. So yesterday we did the kickoff live. That was fun. And we got to see some of what all of you are doing on your Nickies. I've given myself 3 months to complete this, so will I do it? I hope so, because July is Harry Potter month, and I did hang up my 2 Harry Potter canvases that I'm doing in July. Yep, because what I've started doing is hanging up my next canvases for my theme. I'm really not for sure. I'm going to call it a theme because it's not really, I don't know the definition of people's events. Sticking to the canvas shows you there is stickiness. Because in my little pea brain, an event is when you have maybe sponsors. Oh, there's our music already. Oh, I didn't say the time. Today is Wednesday, the 2nd of April, 2025. The time, well, right now is 8 o'clock a.m. here in overcast, not raining, Salem, Oregon. I got distracted because I wanted to tell y'all about my Nicky. Now, this is a custom, and I was curious if this is, you know, kind of the same that you get from Dreamer. So far, and I haven't gotten that far, the drills are really good. They're perfect. I haven't had any issues with that. The stickiness of the canvas is perfect. The drills are laying down very nicely. And I know that everybody talks about gapping. And I am not super duper picky about stuff. So, as far as I can tell, these are perfect. If there is gapping, it's very minimal and not enough for me to say, ooh, there's gapping. I'm not doing this. No, I am not complaining at all about this canvas. So far, I am loving it. And as with all my squares that I do, it doesn't matter what canvas it is. They look a little crooked until you fill in the, you know, around it. And that's what I have found out on this one. I just enjoy laying down drills, seeing the canvas come alive. And this is extra special because we all know that Nicky is one of my favorite artists. I don't have to have all of her artwork. I'm still picky about what I purchase. I shouldn't say picky, but because I cannot afford to buy every single canvas that an artist puts out that's my favorite. Or not my favorite, but you know, that you know what I mean. It doesn't, I know that a couple of you are doing canvases that I have chose to not purchase, but one in particular, she has 3 now that are out, that are outside like cafes and stuff, and I chose not to get those. I guess because, I mean, I do think they're beautiful, but I don't know, I tend to go more with the I don't know why. The winter themes. But that first one that they put out that I can't pronounce, just seeing a sneak peek of it, yeah. I might have to have that. And if I have that one, then I've got to have the other two. So I know that they're available, and I am waiting for updated pictures from everybody to see if there's more Nickies that I have to have. And I know not everybody is going to do a Nicky. And that's fine. This is just something, but it's always nice to see what other people are laying down drills on, and it might, for me, I may not have ever heard of the artist before, because I really don't pay attention to that. I tend to, well, I do because I have my favorites, but I might have passed on it thinking, nah, and then I see it come alive and it's like, oh, I have to have that. Excuse me. And there are a couple artists that I'm checking into. But it's just like Robert Finale. I so enjoyed, I've done 2 of his canvases and I really enjoyed that. But he's got some other ones that are really pretty, but I wish they had more color to them. So, but if somebody else does them, and they might look more beautiful once you lay down the drills on it. That's what I mean. And then it's like, oh yeah, I have to have that. Does that make sense? But I will tell you, I had so much fun with the check along with everybody here that was participating. What a great time. I can hardly wait till September to do another check. And now I am doing the Nicky, and so many of you are participating in that. And you know what? Isn't that fun? Oh my gosh. We have something in common that we're doing. And another thing I really like is that some of you are doing canvases that I haven't done yet. And that just sparks my excitement to do my canvas that you guys are doing. Even though, I've already seen it. I'm getting pictures of your canvas and your impression of it. Maybe what you like, what you don't like, or any issues, or it's perfect. I love it. Yeah, that just gets me excited. So, and I know some of you have bought more than one Nicky. So I will be doing another Nicky B. But on the other hand, not everybody can participate, and I understand that. There's a lot going on. There's more and more and more events, and people participate in those, which is kind of nice that we're knowing about it, because it's like, oh, maybe I want to do that next time. Maybe I want to explore that artist, or, whatever it is. For me, I get stuck on one, or not one, but, I don't think outside the box. I like this, and that's what, which is probably good, because then I don't buy as much, but... One thing I did realize in the live yesterday, this is such a great little community village. And during our live, the last couple lives, what I noticed, we are a community. You guys were talking to each other, in the chat thing, and making new friends, and interacting with each other, not just me, and that I love. It's like, yes, we are all friends here. We're meeting new people, and maybe a lot of you don't have a YouTube channel, and this is a way for you to talk to the other villagers. Let me know about that. Was it just me? Am I just making it up? And the kidding and all that. I mean, it's just... yeah. That was just great. Helping each other out, and maybe explaining things, because I'm not a good teacher. So, and I'm a newbie at events. Chuck was my first event that I have participated in, and I am just over the moon happy that I chose to do the Chuck for my first event. Yeah, and I enjoyed it so much, and I think because I shared it with all of you. I keep repeating myself, but I'm just so excited about our little village here. And the connections. I might be a little channel, but we've got some good connections here with people. It's not just about, ooh, how many subscribers do I have? I got to add to that. I need to be this big channel. No, it's all about the connections. It's the quality, not the quantity. I guess that's what I'm saying. And our little group here, because I share this YouTube channel with all of you, I have said that a lot of times. I'm sharing this YouTube channel with you. So, yesterday I went to the doctor for my yearly checkup. Now, I am not a doctor person. I go when I have to, which is once a year. And knock on wood, I have been blessed with fairly good health. There's nothing that is earth-shattering. And so I don't have to be, running to the doctor all the time. And once a year, I go in and I do what needs to be done. My blood work and, all that good stuff. And my mammogram and colonoscopy, all the things that they want you to do. This year I try to add something, each year. So this year I added the bone scan. And, it's one of those that's like, why didn't I do this before? But I was reassured on it. So, and it was easy peasy. It's like, yeah, this is nothing. So they want to see me back in 3 years. So I don't know if your bones don't do anything in 3-year time or what. But anyway, when I went to the doctor, he said, you know what, all your tests came back just fine, no concerns, and we talked about my vitamins, and he said everything is perfect there. I don't need to add anything. He said, no, we don't want you. I said, I just don't want to OD on stuff, and he laughed and he said, no, we don't want you ODing. But he said, no, what you're doing is fine. And so then he said, when you go in, you fill out this little paper and it says, is there anything you want to talk to the doctor about? Well, there was. And I did want to talk to him about my cholesterol levels, but unfortunately, which I'll explain in a minute, I forgot to ask him about, which he said everything was fine, so I'm going to assume my cholesterol was fine. But I don't know how to read all those blood work and all that. But anyway, he said, well, I noticed here on your little paper, you wanted to talk about this growth that's on your back. And I said, yeah. I said, this is the craziest thing. But, when it's on your back, you can't see it very well. I said, I just want you to check this out because it's kind of bothering me. And so he did. I'm not going to go into all the gory details, but because I am not a medical person, and I'll probably tell you something wrong. But anyway, he said, how long have you had this? And I said, I don't know, 6 months. And he said, well, we need to have that removed. He said, so I'm going to make you an appointment to have that done. And he says, are you available any day of the week, times? And I said, it doesn't matter to me. I mean, I'm not a busy person. And I'm thinking, to get into do anything is sometimes months down the line. So it's like, well, I can prepare for it. Because it'll be a while. So he went out of the room and then he came back and he goes, okay, you are scheduled for Thursday at 10 o'clock. Yeah, but apparently they want to remove it right away and then they're going to do one of those biopsies. So I was stunned into silence, which is, amazing. So I really didn't ask a lot of questions because it took me off guard. It was just an innocent question for him to look at it. And, you know, go on with life. So anyway, yeah, so tomorrow I go in for a procedure to have it removed. And then I'll ask them tomorrow. I don't know how long it takes for them to look at it, and I am a big baby. I mean, even to go in for a doctor's appointment, I am on edge. To go in and have my flu shot is a big deal to me. I told you I am not a doctor person. So yeah, so I'll be fretting over that until tomorrow morning, which is probably a good thing. Well, I don't know. It gives me less time to stress about it. But I guess maybe when things happen, I should get into the doctor sooner. I just didn't think it was any big deal. I'm just, you know. So, anyway. So I'll keep you updated. Or maybe not. Maybe you don't care. It's just me rattling on here. So this morning I got my vacuuming done. Ellie's had her breakfast, and I'm just drinking my coffee, diamond painting. I'm hoping to get this square done today, but I don't know if I will or not. I am loving the canvas though. Boy, I tell you, this is so nice. I'm gonna do the sky first, even though I'm just so excited to get down there where the people are and all that good stuff. Yeah, but we gotta have the heavens put in first, right? The sky. This is such a pretty snow sky. And probably get over into the trees a little bit, maybe. I have a lot of this color. It's a lot of the same colors right here, which is nice. I don't mind that at all. I don't have to go searching for different drills. But let's get to your emails. Now, I will tell you, I think I might have missed a couple of your Nicky B's, so I am going to put them on here. Yeah, because we all know what my readers like. Alrighty, so let me get the, okay. So we gotta turn off the lights. Alright, what is first? Okay, the first one is a finish. Let me move things out of the way so I don't spill drills. This is from Vicky L. Finished my winter wilderness today, the 31st of March. This is one I started on January 1st. It was a Dreamer Designs square and the size was 80 by 60 centimeters. I single placed. Very happy with it, and I'm glad to get done with the winter scene. Now on to my Nicky B Springtime Hideaway. Vicky from Southeast PA. Oh my goodness. That is absolutely beautiful. Look at that rabbit and the deer and the water. That water is perfect. Got a red barn. Is that a chicken or some kind of bird right there? The red? You know, my eyesight. Oh, and look at right here. It looks like a lamp in front of the barn. There's a bird up there in the tree. Blue sky with the snow. Oh, just beautiful. What was the name of that again? Winter Wilderness. Oh, and look at here. Yeah, we have that. What do they call that? Water wheel thing. Nice. I love it. Okay. And she also said, let me get to her other email. Because she sent a second one, but okay, here's her second email. So we're going to see this again. She says, Morning, Granny. I wasn't sure which of the two photos I have emailed you lately that was missing, so here are both. The top one is my finished winter wilderness. Took me 3 months as I started January 1st. Please check me off. Think I am number 1 on the January LDD. It was a square 60 by 80, lots of confetti, 1AB, I single place. All right, number 2. The bottom photo is my new start, April 1st, of my Nicky B. Another 60 by 80 square drills, lots of confetti, 5 ABs, and I am single placing. Guess I must be a bit crazy to do another one that will take me forever. Good thing I have my smaller canvases to give me a break from the time during the week spent on a huge one. I do enjoy the process and love seeing the finish. Vicky from Southeast PA. Now, in yesterday's live, she disclosed something that I didn't know about her. She's been, I can't remember how many countries, 30 something, I think, or I don't know, maybe it was more than that. I think it was. But she has been to horse guards. So she says, note to Granny. Yes, my hubby says we've probably been to London about 20 times. Also, most of those times there, we have spent seeing the beautiful countryside, taking teenage students overseas to Europe, so Pacific, Africa, and Asia. Teenagers being away from home for 3 weeks at a time is a lot of work, having to keep an eye on them day and night. We did this for 25 years. Wow. Oh, here we go. Have visited 147 countries. Some don't exist anymore, and others no one has heard of. Now retired, we are busier, I think, than before. Vicky. Wow. 20 times. To London. And there's so much in London to see. And yeah, I am learning a lot about the London places from John over at he does a video on horse guards, but like the video that I started to watch today, he started his video at one of the underground train stations. Well, that's new to me. I've never seen one before. And, you know, like that, other than maybe movies. But he's showing you this train coming in and the people getting off and the people getting back in, and then the train zooms back off. That is just amazing to me. And then he walks out of the train station and upstairs, or up the stairs, you know, and you go into the sidewalks and stuff, and that's all going on underneath you. Amazing. And then he does take different routes to the horse guards, and all those beautiful, beautiful buildings and the history. I mean, they've been there forever. You know, not like where I live, where they tear down places. And yeah, they keep their history. I'm just amazed. Just absolutely amazed. And I think, you know, if I would ever go there, I'd have to be there at least a year to go see everything relaxing wise, not being a tourist and trying to get everything in a week. Busy, busy, busy. No. But yeah, just, and when he walks over the bridge and he talks about all kinds of little things, and you can take a boat ride, a scenic boat ride, and all these things. Wow. Vicky, hats off to you. Just amazing. But this is her Nicky B. Absolutely beautiful. Do I have this one? I can't remember. I love the fountain, the house, the perfect house back here, the cottage. You know what? This isn't really a house to me. This is a cottage because look at the roof. I love the blue shutters, the doors. I love over there because they have different colored doors and stuff. The cobblestones. I mean, yeah, it fits everything that I love about these cottages. I know. I'm obsessed. All right. On to the next one. All right. Leslie. And she says, chuck along finish. This is the country gate. And she says, I love it. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that countryside. Wow. Flowers in bloom. Must be springtime, or maybe early. The animals out there. Gorgeous. We are so blessed to have this hobby. Just, there's some stunning canvases out there. All right, Jess. It looks like we have 4 pictures here. And she says, I'm excited to be finishing up March and starting April canvases. Sunday I was able to finish the Regan, I'm not for sure how to pronounce that, Quebec, sorry, I don't know how to say that, canvas called Honey Plus. I did the magnetic calendar during your live. My Nicky is kitted up and ready to go. Bringing joy and happiness is kitted up. And to add more zest trays in my big pink tower is looking so pretty that I had to share a picture. This tower is handmade of wood from a woodworking shop on Etsy. It was an anniversary gift from my husband 3 years ago. I'm looking forward to your live Tuesday evening. Have a great day. Hugs from Jess Diamond Paints. Okay, so let's see what she's got here. That is gorgeous. Look at all those colors. Wow. We've got a bee up there. Bees down here. Lois will like that. Very pretty. Oh, there's her monthly calendar. Wow, look at all those special shapes. I just love the special shapes. Now, where did you get that at, Jess? I can't remember, but I love it. There's her Nicky. Bringing joy and happiness. You know what? I have to look this one up. Yes. This is the one that has the Santa Claus. That looks to be about right in here. I think, yeah. Okay. Very beautiful. Oh, whoa. Look at that. Wow. Look at all those colorful trays in there. You know, it's funny that, not funny, but I saw these trays and somewhere, and I was wondering, are those really good trays? I like how they come to a point right here. Yeah, let me know on those trays. I'm curious. Okay. Now, I think I missed this yesterday from Anita. And I apologize, Anita, if I did. But this is her start on the Nicky B, Sunday Morning in Spring. This is another huge, huge, huge canvas. I have this one too. Let me go back over there. I should have kept that up, and I didn't. Let's see. Yeah, it's 180 by 60 centimeters. It is absolutely gorgeous. And I will tell you, I passed on this one. And then Tita did an unboxing. Yeah, fell in love with it. See, that's what I mean with some of these. You just pass and then you see it and it's like, oh yeah, I have to have that. That is absolutely huge. But yeah, it fits everything, believe me. Absolutely gorgeous. Alrighty, who's up next? I think that's it. And like I said, I do apologize if I miss stuff. It's just sometimes these emails get crazy pants. But we did get an email from Kay Ward. And she says she didn't attach the photo, but she's going to be doing Home Sweet Home that she got on yesterday, or day before yesterday. And she said, how do I send photos? I can tell you how I do it, but so what I do, I take a picture and it goes into my photo thing. Or you can snap the picture and go to email and then attach it, or you do the email and then take the picture to attach. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'd have to do it because sometimes I forget because I don't do it that often. So it may take me a couple tries to remember how to do something. So Kay, look at the comments down below, and I'm sure somebody here will tell you how to do that. Yeah. So, all right. So I think that is all of our emails for today. Or I'll experiment and give you the answer. Okay, maybe that's what I'll do. I am impaired when it comes to computer stuff. If I don't write everything down, I forget. All right. Let's go over to our gossip session. Bring it up here. Ooh, it's getting a little cool in here. I've got my sweatshirt. I put my sweatshirt on because I was a little bit cool. But yeah, my toes are getting cold. I might have to put on my woolly socks. All right. Let's see what we got in here. Where do we want to start? All right, I guess we'll start with our live yesterday. And I'm going to turn on my lights in case I can diamond paint while I jibber jabber. Jules says, so exciting watching the replay. I got home from work just as you were finishing up the live. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think I don't. Okay, so we've decided to do the lives every Tuesday at 4 o'clock my time. Now, I have to realize that everybody's on a different time schedule. And I didn't want to do it too late because people are going to bed. And I didn't want to do it too early because people are still at work. It's not set in stone that it'll be on Tuesdays, but my thought process is that we do our lives on Sunday once a month for our calendars, but we could change it to do a weekly live on Sundays. So just kind of let me know what you're thinking about on that. And Lisa, she said, hi. And then said, I hope you're having a nice day. Finished a diamond painting purse tonight. Oh, really? Send a picture of that. I'd like to see that. Okay, any more on the live? Toggle down here. Come on. Doesn't want to cooperate with me. JMD says, hi, I made it. Yeah, there was a little bit of a glitch. I won't be doing that again. Because it was up there twice. I told ya, I am not good at this stuff. But you guys already know that. All right, I think that's it on that. So let's do a refresh. Okay, this is on the video that went up this morning on our Have to Have It Wednesdays. Margie says, nice purchases. Looks to me that maybe some of us are planning for September's chuck-along. LOL. Great pen idea for a more comfortable pen for the painter, January. Thanks for sharing. Hugs. I agree, Margie. I think a lot of us are going to be doing the chuck-along. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's it for this morning's Have to Have It. So let's go to this is going to be on our weekend retreat. Denise Hudson. Hi, Linda. Mabel is so cute. Went to Michael's. Tita said they had clearance make market kits, and I was able to get 2 one with dolphins and one with beautiful something. Also, about 2 skeins of yarn. Thanks for sharing, Mabel. I have not been to Michael's. And that's probably done and dusted now. And Missy Nelson. Hey, I think that's a new name. Welcome in, Missy. Yay! I'm glad you're part of our village. Okay, she says, I'm new here. What is the Facebook group I go to show my progress on my paintings, etc.? Is it strictly the Chuck Penson group? If not, can someone send me information so I can join? I'm enjoying the video, so want to participate if I am allowed. Thank you, Granny. You've made my day today. Just started watching yesterday. Hugs. Hug sent. Okay. The Chuck Along is not mine. That belongs to Mindy. I was just participating in her event. Now, the Nicky B does not have a Facebook. The reason being, I don't know how to make another group. Plus, we have a lot of our friends on here that don't do Facebook. And so it's strictly a YouTube thing. And I make it as easy as possible. All you do is email me your updates and whatnot, and then I share them. We're going to be doing it once a week in a live. And that's it. I'm doing something different. This, I think this works really good for our little village. And plus, it gives us the time to get together and gab and talk to each other and all that good stuff. Yeah, that is one thing I noticed. So I will reply to you that, let me write this out. The Chuck Along was an event that Mindy... what is it? Mindy's Diamond Moment did. The Nicky B is well, it's not mine, is our village. Whoops. What do I want to call this? The Nicky B is our village YouTube theme. Okay, you just email me your pictures. This is hard for me to explain. I told you, I am not a teacher. You just email me your pictures and I will show them on our weekly live. How's that? Okay. Let's see. Do we have anything else on that subject? Okay. This is Miss Lizard. Some awesome finishes. I love seeing what everyone is working on. Thank you, Granny, for the great hour. And on to the gab session. And Margie says, in my opinion, I think you should do the Nicky weekly updates on the same day every week, like Mindy did. And since the start date is the 1st, which is a Tuesday, everyone should have them sent to you on Tuesday and show them on Wednesday. But that's our gotta have it day. I don't know. You will figure it out. Oh my goodness. Well, you can put in the comments, because I am thinking, because our calendar live is only once a month, we can just do it on Sunday. It'll just be a diamond painting Sunday. And then when it's once a month, we can combine the Nicky with our monthly, chat. And we can still do our calendars that day. That's what I'm thinking. So, and then everybody will know. Just like V, she does hers every Saturday, this time, blah, blah. So I'm thinking, yeah, Sunday morning, and I think 8 o'clock works for everybody, or most people. But let me know in the comment. That's my thinking right now. And I share this channel with everybody. So, we want to accommodate so everybody can come in, and who's to say we can set it for that day and time. But if somebody needs a live on another day, we can always do that too. We can do more than one live a week. Okay, and Margie says, thoughts and prayers to Spyro. Hope surgery went well. Nice gab session. Yes, we need an update on Spyro the kitty. And David Hellman, who's Rebecca, I think. I can't remember. Thank you for the information on the September check-along. I'm waiting on a restock from DAC. Fingers crossed it restocks well before September. Have a great evening. They've been restocking a lot, so hopefully. Miss Bell, I am watching your choices of tape colors. Very pretty. Yeah, that was on my washi tape. And yeah, okay. Let's see, I'm going down here. Ellie Joe. Hi, Granny and villagers. Oh no, poor Spyro. Sending healing prayers. I'm so excited. I finally ordered my first premium diamond painting from Dreamer. She Shed. Oh my gosh, we'll have to add you to that list. We did She Shed. It's continuing to be done. We want to see yours. Yeah, that's very, very popular. Yeah, so when you get it, be sure and share it with us. You can't get enough of that She Shed. Any of these, just keep sharing, even though they're duplicates, triplicates, whatever. These canvases just keep bringing back memories to us, and shows, new people coming in, maybe haven't seen it. Yeah. Julius, oh no, Spyro, poor kitty. I will pray for him and for a fast recovery. Oh, here's another have to have it. Miss Nelson, first time here, enjoying your videos, going to watch more. Yeah, welcome in, Missy. Yeah, we love new friends. Jewels, part 2. Woohoo! I used to do latch hook too. I hope you win a gift card. I hope somebody from the village does. Yeah, I'll be watching that on Saturday. I'm not for sure what time. If anybody knows what time Mindy's live is going to be on Saturday, let me know. I'm thinking it's, 4 o'clock my time, which is Pacific Standard Time. Oh my gosh, you know what? I need to get my cheat sheet out here. Because, you know, I can't remember anybody's real names. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Sandra D. Why can't I remember that? Because you come in, I think, as flip-flops and this name, and it's Sandra D. Oh, we got some more music. Been on here an hour already. Alrighty. Anyway, Sandra says you can use glue sticks to put down your washi tape if it doesn't stay. Oh my gosh, what a great idea. I will have to remember that. Jules, nice whip and gab extended edition, LOL. I have 4 Nickies in my wish list and hope I can purchase them sometime in the future. I need that craft room sign. Yes, wasn't that cool? We all need that. I am not big on Halloween, but that canvas looks great, Julie. I'm so glad I bought that Spring Shop tree canvas. It's gorgeous and will be fun. Oh yeah, those spring shops. Oh yeah. Loving it. Oh, Jess Diamond Paints. Mindy's lives are 7 p.m. Eastern. Oh, I got the hiccups. Eastern time. Oh, so I think they're 3 hours ahead. So yes, that would be 4 p.m. my time on Saturday. Hold on. Let me get that on the calendar. In red. All right. Mindy live 4 p.m. All right. It's in red on the calendar. Woohoo! Thank you, Jess. Jess is our pro that we go to on the check-alongs. She's done a lot of them. Okay, Julie S. Wow, lots going on in the village with all the emails. There are some beautiful finishes that were shown today. Great job, everyone. Looking forward to part 2 Gab session. Oh yeah, that was long, wasn't it? I loved it. And who cares if there's a part 2? I mean, if we have to do it in 2 parts, that's fine. Yeah. I just love our Gab sessions. Okay, Kathy G. Hi, Granny. Please let me know what day of week we should send in Nicky B progress emails. All right. Here's the executive decision. We're going to have them in by Saturday night because I'll show them on the live on Sunday morning. I'll put that in the community tab that's our new executive decision. How about that? I love making executive decisions. So I'm going to put a reply in here, Kathy. Saturday night for Sunday morning live. Just made the decision. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then she said, "Hi, Granny. Yes, there is a card with the picture and the names of the parks. Paint Gem is the company." Yeah, she showed those. They're little diamond paintings. They are so wonderful. If you haven't caught that, to see that, oh, beautiful. Grams. Hello, Granny and villagers. I enjoy seeing all the Chuck Penson. One of these days, I'll get one, but not for a bit. I enjoyed listening today while working on my March canvas, which I will not finish for a bit, but that's okay. I'll pick it up again soon. Hugs to all and pets for Ellie. You know, and that's fine. There's a lot of canvases that people do that I don't have, but I still enjoy seeing everybody's progress and whatnot. And Grams, I'm probably like you and like a lot of us here, we have to kind of stretch our budget to what we can afford, and be selective in what we purchase. I was lucky that I was able to get as many clearance things as I did from Hobby Lobby. And, I do the sales on the premiums. I don't pay full price. Okay, Becky H. This is regarding my HAED project. You do receive a legend with the symbol and number of drills. Oh, this is the one she did. And I don't know what those initials stand for. I can't remember. Okay, but it just comes blank. This is my question. All right, you just get a blank canvas with something on it. And then do you have to buy the drill separately? Okay, so she says, you do receive a legend with the symbol and number of drills required for the entire kit. I then purchased the blank canvas and the drills. Also, the total number of drills is just over 85,000, so it is similar in size to a large DAC canvas. I hope this helps. Becky. Yeah, I have never purchased one of those, so I'm interested to see her progress on this and how it all works, because I've never seen one before. And I'm always interested to some of these, what I call unique ways to diamond paint and whatnot. So, okay, Anita, love the HAED. I have also made some. I am keeping my drills to do another one. Yeah, so yeah, so I'm anxious for their updates. All right, what else we got in here to gab about? All right. This is going to be on, I titled it, My Biggest Canvas Yet, Kitting Up Custom of Victorian Christmas Village. Now, I want to clarify, because I am going to have another one that's titled, My Biggest Canvas I've Ever Done, because I've got some bigger Nickies in there, but this is my biggest to date. All right, Missy, I always start at the top right-hand corner and work to the left. The bottom of the canvas just hangs down on my legs. I've always worked this way. That way I can see the canvas come alive in front of me. Missy, I was thinking the same thing. And it just lays down. Although I could, if I moved everything over, I could do it a different way, which I might rearrange my desk a little bit. But I agree. I think that's a good way to do it. Margie says, love your excitement. Looking forward to watching everyone do their Nicky canvases. See ya at 7 my time for the first thrills. Yeah, we did that. Kathy. I love watching kit ups and tear downs. I enjoy seeing what everyone uses. What size light pad do you have and where did you get it? I have a couple of I have a couple of small ones, but I should invest in a larger one. Love your videos. Well, my kit ups, because I don't do a lot of kit ups and especially not these big ones, it wasn't, the most professional video I've done, but we all know mine are not professional. But my light pad, my son bought for me, and he did some research on light pads, and the light pads that, and I think I have a light pad, my smaller one here. My bigger light pad that I had, it comes with this that plugs in to the light pad. For me, those break real easily. And I do have this little one that still works, by the way. However, he found a light pad, and I'm going to try to move the camera. We know I'm not very good at this. And the cord is just in there. And you just turn it on and off here. And you don't have to worry about flipping this cord in and out. I know I'm not doing a very good explaining of it. But, and I have this cover so that when I'm diamond painting, I'm not shutting off the light all the time. So I just flip this up, turn on my light pad, and flip it back down, and I'm good to go. But he did some research, and these last longer, where they don't have the plug in there. Okay. So now I'm going to try to put you back on my holder here. All right. Now, the size of the light pad, my opinion, there's two schools of thought. If you use the smaller light pad, because most of us just work a small area, that would be perfect, because you just move your canvas or the light pad where you're working, and then you don't have a lot of unused space on your light pad. Because see, this is what I mean. I'm just doing this section. I don't need all the light over here. But the other thing is that I need a drink. Yeah, we've been on here way too long. I know everybody's getting bored, but I would like a giant light pad, just so I don't have to fiddle with it all the time, and I don't have to worry about moving things around, because I don't have to move my light pad on this one for, till I'm through. So there's, however you want to do it. So I would say get the size that works best for you. So I'm just going to put on here, listen to my response in the video. because I don't know. That's a lot to type out. Okay, Lois over at Diamonds and Things. Hey, have you guys subscribed to her yet? Go over there and subscribe. I love her channel. She says, that looks like you will have fun working on that. Lots of pretty Christmas colors. I'm in the process of kitting up my Dakota-thon drills. Thanks for showing. Yeah, she's doing that. I've heard this several times now. A lot of people are doing the Dakota-thon. Yeah. Anita, I have already started on my Sunday morning in spring because I am 9 hours ahead of you. Oh my goodness. And Ellie Jo, I really wish I could watch your live. Unfortunately, it will be midnight with me and I have work in the morning, but we'll definitely catch up tomorrow. So yeah, if we do Sundays, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Oh my gosh. Beth's bookish review. Yeah, if you haven't been over to her channel, go over there. Yeah. I love Beth. So many fun people on here. I am so excited to get started and so excited for you. And she's talking about her Nicky. So she's going to be doing the rest of her Chuck and a Nicky. Woo! Alice Baker, I am so excited and happy for you. This is going to be fun to watch. Happy days to you, sis. Hugs for you and Ellie. And Kay said, ready to go. Yay! And Christine Heckman, the canvas is going to be beautiful when it is done. Those are very pretty colors on the canvas. Hugs to you and Ellie. Have a blessed day. And Julie S. I was up at 2:30 a.m. Damn insomnia. But I decided to work on my tiger and wait to lay down drills on Halloween House until 4 p.m. today. That was yesterday. So we can start together. At least since I started work early, started at 4 a.m., I'll be done in plenty of time for a nap and a snack. So I'll be all ready for the live today. I have to admit, it's hard to focus at work today because I'm excited to get started. Yeah, that was, for me, very exciting. Kathy G. Oh, man. Hang on a minute. Cold coffee. Kathy G. So excited that April is here. I started my Nicky B at 6:30 a.m. this morning. Only got to work on it until 7:45, and I needed to log into work until 12. I am keeping track of my time spent working on mine. Yeah, a lot of excitement yesterday. Susan D. I'm not good at deciding what size container to use either. That's why I prefer all one size. If I have extra bags, I keep the bags in a baggie and refill my containers as needed. Yeah, I do that with my suitcases. Okay, and then this is on my Paint Some Way, the Happy Birthday Granny. Lorraine said, these are just adorable. Thanks for sharing. Lorraine, I don't remember saying your name. Hey, if you're part of our village, welcome in. January says, ha ha ha, I love that rockin' granny doodle bugaboo. And she said, Chuck's paintings are always so beautiful. All right, let me do a refresh here. We made it to the end. Another long gab session again today, but that's okay. We had fun. So with that, make sure you comment down below so we have something to gab about tomorrow, which is Thursday. And yeah, and then we will have the live on Sunday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I won't confuse you. When it goes live, it goes live. I have not figured out how to do one of those notification things, so sorry. And you have to have this, because I know people ordered a lot this last week, I think, because of the sales going on. So yeah, we want those so that we have that for have to have it Wednesdays, which we have every Wednesday morning. So with that, as always, count all your blessings, be blessed, give blessings, and have a blessed day. And I will jibber jabber with you all later.